Hello and welcome to this channel where I talk about trading in the crypto market. I am going to show you guys how I enter these trades, what I look for before entering the trades, and most importantly, some of the rules that I never break.
And welcome back to today's video. So today we're going to be doing another daily update on BTC and where we see price going. So today is a good topic where if it doesn't, we're going to be talking about how or like what happens if, and especially in my case, like if you guys are implementing the box method trading, like this one here, let's see if you can spot the problem with this now. Like what are the certain hindrances that we are facing, the obstacles, because in a situation like this, I think a new trader might not really know what to do, and this was more of something I added based on my own trading experience and what I usually do. So to get started, if you guys remember, ever since price broke up and was trading in this sort of trend, I was expecting price to fall a little bit just to test in the previous meant box and then fly up, because it would remain with a certain structure and trend that we have been following with the past like 3 profitable trades. And I was hoping for the same thing, or I was expecting the same thing, but price did not do that. So price went up straight. So what are we gonna do? Are we gonna keep waiting until price to come down here? Of course not. We can leave that zone as a possible demand zone now, because now we're expecting, because price never really mitigated that part specifically, right? So we're just gonna get rid of all the arrows here. So what do? We get the low. But the problem with the low here, if you guys see, it's arguably small and not easy to spot and follow. So what happens is price went out, came back in, tested, and then broke out. This is not what happened. Price broke up, and this is going to be your next box, right? I did not enter this trade because I did not expect that to happen, so I did not enter this trade. So what's going to happen here? As you can see here now, of course the same, one of two things will always happen. Here it depends on how price is moving. If it goes down, we expect it to come back and then maybe shoot down here. And if it shoot downs here, we remember there's still a demand zone here which never got mitigated. So maybe we'll entry point at the 50%, which is maybe somewhere here, and stop right there with a 1.5 somewhere there, just like that. Or if price is trading and then price breaks out and then comes back into test and then breaks out, so we are going to be placing our orders. Okay, so if price breaks out here, then we place our order when the next time it comes back to mitigate. But if price breaks down, we can enter from here, short it down, and here long it up, or you can wait for the long, or either way. I think both ways are very clear in my perspective. So it's very clear instructions on what should be done if you guys plan to follow. But keep in mind, this is not financial advice, and this is not something I promote to follow my trade. It's more of a way for you guys to understand real life application on how we can do this or how we can implement something like this in daily trading. Yeah, so now if we take a look at Ethereum specifically, same thing happened, right? The same thing happened, but the difference is it's not that big. So what's gonna happen here, you're gonna be marking out this zone, which is right under this one, right? The only difference is price did not shoot up, so when price broke down, it came back into test. Price never necessarily broke. It broke a little bit. As you can see in that point, which is already considered a tested zone. So the same two things gonna happen. It's either it's gonna shoot up, then we're gonna create a new box, and then same thing like that, or price will actually come down maybe to around the 50% here, or in any case like that, because we're still expecting price to either go up or down. We're not completely sure, but based on the previous, we are in a buy position, we are in a long trend, we are in a crazy buy structure at the moment, which is what we are going to be expecting to do in this coming future. So now what shall we do? Definitely, in my opinion, we should just wait and see what happens. But I mean, other than that, there's not much we can be doing, because this is the stage of trading where we set up our trades while waiting for next price movement. But I mean, other than that, that was BTC and Ethereum. Solana will definitely have a little bit of a difference. So with Solana specifically, yeah, this was going to be the demand that we marked out, but that's not important. And in here price never came down to test. So what should we do? We should take this one here. This is going to be our next box, because now this is going to be, it's not invalid necessarily, but this is going to be a zone that we know that will be a bounce back. So with this box, as you can see, let me get rid of this. When price traded out, it traded back in, because let me mark it out. This is the point of break right there. Once price broke out that specific point and it came back into test, it's already a markout point, and okay, we are entering a buy position, place your orders. That's how it speaks to me. So now that price already came in, you can expect maybe price to break out, because there's not much of a major move in this zone yet. Not yet. It's still very small. Either that could happen, or that does not happen, and it actually created, this is already the new box from here to here, and maybe from here price actually breaks down, comes into test, and then shoots even lower towards the 50% of this box from the previous one. This one becomes a demand zone now, and then now here we can enter a long position up to a 1.5, which is always what I do, and that's how the trade will be safer now, with that specific trade in mind. So now, other than that, what else can we do here? That's about the thing that's going through my head that I think is going to be happening. So you can take a look at ADA at the moment. Okay, so let's see, same thing with ADA actually, if you guys really think about it. Maybe so we can just shorten these ones up. So let's just get rid of everything here, because it's the same thing where the box doesn't apply because of how far price moved. So what's gonna happen here is, as you can see, from here to here, or maybe we can do it a little lower, maybe somewhere here, right? That's when price was the sell. Like, okay, wait, let me see. Let me teach you guys a little bit how to mark out also, as you can see here. This candle to this was that one selling point. Actually, let me draw out this whole price structure for you to show you what's exactly is happening. Let me show you. Okay, so from here, price actually bought, it came down, and then it was something like this, right? And price came here, came down, it's trading, right? And then from there, price trading, it was trading like that, and shot up. So if you guys just compare this to this specifically, like this zone, this point here is this point here. This peak was this peak, and then there's a down, peak, and then it dropped down here. It jumped up again a little bit. It came down. It was trading. So as you can see, before this major buy here, we need to get the previous sell, and the previous sell is actually from here to here. We can include actually almost everything because they're all part of the big sell, but you have to take a look properly on how it complements the other side here for your next mitigated zone. So in this zone specifically, it's going to be this one up here. So price went out, trading, came back in, tested, and then shot up. So in this specific area, as you can see, this is the zone that price came back into test and then shot up. So this is going to be your next box. It's a big box, which is why personally I don't think all of them actually have this really huge expected box method at this point in time, but personally I don't think I will be entering these ones just because they are very risky in my opinion. Big box, number one, you have a big stop loss, you have huge like you almost don't know where you're gonna be putting your stop losses, your buy positions, all of that. So me personally, I'm gonna be staying out of this trade, or maybe I'm gonna look for a way to snipe this trade, and I will just show you guys in the next video on how on my move and what I actually did. And yeah, so with that being said, I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. I hope you guys did enjoy, and of course like and subscribe if you did.